So this exercise is going to have three main components. We've got the legs, the hands, and the mind. And I'm going to show you kind of the whole thing at once, and then we're going to break it down, and then we're going to build it back up, and I'll show you some variations. So with the legs, I'm going to be standing on one leg. The hands are going to be throwing a ball back and forth, and I'm just going to describe the mental part because I'm confident that you can do it without me doing the whole thing and showing you the whole thing. So the mental part is I'm going to be switching every pair of letters in the alphabet. So instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, it's going to be B, A, D, C, F, E, and it's going to continue that way. Okay, so just to show you the whole thing and the beginning of the mental part, it's going to be B, A, D, C, F, E, and so on. It's going to look like that. Now we're going to break it down into the individual parts and practice those so that we can build it up more successfully. So the first component is the hands. We're going to be throwing the ball back and forth. And you can practice this just kind of as I'm doing by just throwing it back and forth, but you could also give yourself kind of a challenge with it. Something like you can try to get it to always be at the same height, always peak at the same height. And you can see I'm sort of there, right? But I'm also, there is variation. There will always be some variation. Anyway, I would practice this for maybe 30 seconds to a minute or so, or longer if you're enjoying it. Okay, we're going to move on to the next individual component, which is standing on one leg. So I'm going to stand on one leg, and just to get me started, I'm going to just move my hands in the way that I would be if I were throwing the ball. So this is if I'm not quite here yet, I can start without throwing it by just moving my hands. So I'm getting the same body movement, but not the same kind of attention control activity, right? Because I really have to pay attention to the ball when it's in the air, but with my hands moving, I'm kind of freer to pay attention to my leg and my balance. Okay, I practice that on both sides. Again, for 30 seconds to a minute, I would say, or longer, depending on how you feel about it. Okay, now I'm gonna put them together. So once I've done this and I've done this, I'm gonna do them at the same time. And honestly, if you feel that this is challenging enough, I would stay there. This can be your new skill for the day.